Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to Queen Amadai TV, More Than Meets the Third Eye. I'm your host, Queen QueenAShakur, and this is your spiritual vitamins. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Also, don't forget that memberships are available for this channel. Okay, if you need the links, be sure to ask one of the moderators. With that all being said, hello, Stacy, Mr. Elevation, Claudette. All right, Eileen is in the house. Silent D. Okay. All Hell Nah is here. Activated by Neil. Okay, I know that's right. Okay, so everyone be sure to get those likes up. You know they have the Queen Shadow Band on all of the channels. Please pay attention, beloveds. Okay, so shout out to everyone in the chat. Hey, Nessie X, I see you, beloved. All right, Claudette, Jonah. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Don't need a man, stop telling me I do. All right. And shout out to my moderators putting in work. I see you, Stacy Quinton. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this PowerPoint presentation. We're going to be talking about how we're made of stardust from old supernovas. All right, I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this PowerPoint presentation. Everyone, please don't forget to get those likes up. Y'all know how they do the queen, honey. Pay attention. Okay, so here we go. Let's get into it. All right, we're made of stardust from old supernovas. Now, how old are the atoms in your body? Most of your body is made of hydrogen and oxygen bonded as molecules of water. That means your body is made up of atoms that are 13.7 billion years old. The atoms in your body were created at the start of the universe during the Big Bang. So if you look at it this way, then you're about 13.7 billion years old. I know you've heard about the Big Bang Theory, okay? So please pay attention. Now, some scientists would argue that every human is made of stardust. But no, alas, okay? Those drenched predominantly in melanin, okay? Those with uromelanin are the ones that are made from stardust. As I've told you numerous of times that we are made of melanin and the universe is also made of melanin. Please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, why would we know that everyone isn't made of stardust? I'm going to stop the share for just a second. Why would we know, or how do we know that everyone isn't made of melanin? Of a stardust. Well, the reason being is because if you're made of stardust, well, that would simply mean that you come from the same place that the sun sits, which is in the sky, which is in the universe. And so therefore, if you have an aversion to the sun, well, it is highly unlikely and probable that you would not be made of stardust. Okay? I'm just saying that makes sense to me. So with that all being said, let's go back to the share. Don't forget to get those likes up, beloveds. Now, but your body also has heavier elements like copper and zinc. Now, these atoms were created in the dying stage of an exploding star called a supernova. These elements were flung into space as dust and gas, i.e. stardust. Now, eventually, they coalesced to become part of a newly forming solar system and our planet Earth. Because you are made from matter from the Earth, you are made of stardust from old supernovas. So it turns out you're bits and pieces of stars and cosmic dust. Now, though the billions of people on Earth may come from different areas, but melanin-drenched people share a common heritage. We're all made of stardust. From the carbon in our DNA to the calcium in our bones, nearly all of the elements in our bodies were forged in the fiery hearts and death throes of stars. The building blocks for us as humans and even our planet wouldn't exist if it weren't for stars. If we could rewind the universe back almost to the very beginning, we would just see a sea of hydrogen, helium, and a tiny bit of lithium. Now, the building blocks, oh, I'm sorry. Now, the first generation of stars formed from this material, and there's so much heat and pressure in a star's core that they can fuse atoms together, forming new elements. Our DNA is made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus. All those elements, except hydrogen, which has existed since shortly after the Big Bang, are made by stars and released into the cosmos when the stars die. Now, each star comes with a limited fuel supply. When a medium mass star runs out of fuel, it will swell up and shrug off its outer layers. Only a small hot core called a white dwarf is left behind. Now, the star's cast off debris includes elements like carbon and nitrogen. It expands out into the cosmos, possibly destined to be recycled into later generations of stars and planets. New life may be born from the ashes of stars. Massive stars are doomed to a more violent fate. For most of their lives, stars are balanced between the outward pressure created by nuclear fusion and the inward pull of gravity. When a massive star runs out of fuel and its nuclear processes die down, it completely throws the stars out of balance. The result? Well, an explosion. Now, supernova explosions create such intense conditions that even more elements can form. The oxygen we breathe and essential minerals like magnesium and potassium are flung into space by these supernovas. Supernovas can also occur another way in binary or double star systems. When a white dwarf steals material from its companion, it can throw everything off balance too and lead to another kind of cataclysmic supernova. Now, this kind of explosion creates calcium, the mineral we need most in our bodies, and trace minerals that we only need a little of, like zinc and magnesium. Okay, it also produces iron, which is found in our blood, and also makes up the bulk of our planet's mass. Now, a supernova will either leave behind a black hole or a neutron star, the superdense core of an exploded star. Now, when two neutron stars collide, it showers the cosmos in elements like silver, gold, iodine, uranium, and plutonium. Although humans share most elements with the stars, the proportions of those elements differ between humans and stars. For example, humans are about 65% oxygen by mass, whereas oxygen makes up less than 1% of all elements measured in space, such as the spectra of stars. According to science, every element that makes up our bodies were formed in stars. The Big Bang set in motion the dispersion of mass and elements. The elements seeded a generation of stars. Now, when they exploded, they made even more elements than the previous ones. The process that repeats itself for billions of years, or the process then repeats itself for billions of years. Now, as you can see, 90% of your body mass is in fact stardust. 90%. Please pay attention, because all the elements except hydrogen and helium are created in the stars. This is your body right here, looking exactly like the universe itself. And if you ever wondered why parts of our body, such as the eyes, if you look into the eyes, the iris and all of that, it actually looks like things that you see out in the universe. Okay, please pay attention. I also told you that we're the only ones on Earth heavily drenched and melanated people, we're the only ones who have hair that grows in the direction of the sun. And now, why do you think that is? Our hair is our spiritual antennas, gives us a divine connection to the divine source, the Most High, and the universe, as well as nature and animals as well. You may have seen video footage of Africans walking with lions and tigers, not being attacked, just walking with them in nature, because we are highly in tune with everything that was created by the Most High. So the stars that exploded billions of years ago make up everything in existence. Earth and the universe originated from stars. This stardust continuously floats through us, around us, connecting us with everything in existence. So the next time you look up at the night sky, just know that you are part of this universe. We're in the universe, but more importantly, the universe is within us. Just like the kingdom of God is within you. Please pay attention. Know that your atoms came from those very stars up in the sky. All right. So with that all being said, now you can see why I call you all stardusters. Please pay attention. Now I have a few videos I want to show you all. That's right. Mr. Elevation said we are the universe. Absolutely. And the universe is us. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you all some videos of some of the people that I like on TikTok who post spiritual things. Let's get into it. Now, in this first video, there is a young Black child who is moving a bottle with her mind. Telekinesis. Please pay attention. Now, you know, some people will say that this is fake, but let me just tell you something. Because you are made from stardust, the same things that are in the universe, your melanin, carbon, all of that, you absolutely have untapped potential. You have untold potential. You have powers that are lying dormant that you have yet to release. That's why it's very important that we all elevate our consciousness. Okay, I'm not the only one that's prophetic. I believe that we all are. Some of us just have not actively tapped into it. And I don't believe that there's only a few of us that can do telekinesis or telepathy. I believe that we all can. But at the end of the day, as I said before, we all haven't tapped into it.
Whoa, Morgan, you seriously? Oh Lord Jesus.
What is that? Get away.
Don't do it over.
Stop, my.
It's gone. Now leave it.
I hate that.
Okay, so Morgan, tell us how you can move bottles with your mind.
It's easy.
Okay, so move this one.
I moved it a little.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Okay, do it one more time so the camera can see it good. Whoa! Morgan. Okay, do that again. You gotta do that again. You gotta do that again.
I know how to make smoke come out of my mouth off.
Whoa! You moved it again. This is incredible, people.
This is incredible.
Let's see it. Can she do it again? Can she do it again? It's moving.
Ooh.
Solar beings, those people who had that solar intelligence, we stepped out of that. We are the fallen angels, which are your fallen gods on earth.
All right. So absolutely, these things are real and you absolutely can do it. Okay, you can levitate and many other things if you tap into the untold potential and power that you absolutely have. And if you haven't seen that movie Lucy, where they gave the woman some type of drugs and then she was able to use 100% of her mind, of her brain, because, you know, we only use 10%. There's another 90% that we're absolutely not using. And isn't that interesting? because there's also 90% of your body that's made from stardust. So please pay attention.
Black folks doing this trend, this one right here. Look at this. Look at these pictures. First of all, look. If you ever didn't believe that white people are jealous of black people, like, come on. Come on. Look at this. Look. What is that? Fucking stardust? What the fuck? When my skin hits the sun, I look like a fucking uncooked shrimp.
You see, everyone is not made of stardust, though some scientists want to tell you that. Like I said previously, if everyone was made of stardust, which comes from the universe, which is up in the sky, then none of us would be having aversions to the sun. Okay, please pay attention. And where do you think those vampire stories come from when they say that vampires can't go out in the sun because they'll burn?
Divine cosmic love is like the purest form of love. We're all connected. That's why when you hear people say peace reflections, that's because I am a reflection of you and you are a reflection of me. They try to have us thinking that we're all disconnected, that we're all divided, but we're not. We're all connected. We're connected to the animals of the planet. We're connected to the trees and the plants. We're connected to the sun. The sun heals us. It charges us up. It gives us these downloads. We're supposed to be in the sun. It's natural to us. And the more you connect with nature, the more you will become your higher self. They tried to throw every bullshit lie out there to distract you, to make you think that the sun was going to give you cancer, that it was going to blind you if you stared into it. Bullshit lies, all bullshit lies. Now, people who lack neuromelanin in their skin, they could develop a skin cancer. They could develop melanoma. But us neuromelanated beings with carbon in our skin, no. We benefit just off being in the sun. Soak up all that good photon energy. Any chance that you get, because you know they blocking the sun every other day. So any chance that you can get in the sun and soak up all that photon energy. Understand that your genetics are totally different from human genetics. You are not human. You can take the sun. You have neuromelanin, which allows you to absorb the sun. The sun gives us energy. It allows us to receive those downloads. It increases our vibrations. It decreases your appetite. You can fast way easier just by being in the sun. Because if you're absorbing all your energy from the sun, you don't need any type of energy from the food, from the bullshit food. The sun stimulates your pineal gland, aka your third eye, so that you'll be able to see everything for what it truly, really is. Get you some sun. Meditate in it. Ground in it. Sun gaze. When you sun gaze, you're going to be receiving all those light codes, all that information. And when you finish sun gazing, you're going to feel so much more powerful within. Embrace the sun. Embrace the earth's energy. Embrace the universe. Peace and love reflections.
Absolutely. Now, how many of you remember once in the chats, for those of you who remember the video presentation that I did months ago about people who literally fasted? They said they were eating the sun. They were out in nature and they said they were feeding themselves from the energy of the sun's rays. Do you all remember that? Do you all remember that? Because I'm going to premiere that video, okay? For those of you who forgot. Now, the sun absolutely gives us energy, okay? It gives us energy. And also, I tell you often to go out and sun gaze, to sit in the sun and absorb it. It helps your body to create vitamin D. It energizes you, and it has healing benefits. Also, so do trees. Trees are actually alive. There are some trees that can actually walk. Okay? If you haven't seen that video or any of those videos, I'll show them to you sometime this week. Now, one more video.
Understand the power that the sun, right, and simply grounding gives you, okay? You feel me? You are at a constant state of healing mentally and physically when you grounding yourself and when you in this sun. Pete, this right here. You feel me? Screenshot, read it. The sun doing all this plus way more, right? And if you a carbonated being, now is the most important time for you to be in the sun. Why? Each of you are per suns, okay? Each of you neuromelanated beings are per suns, percentages of the sun. All right, we are literally directly connected to the sun. That's why I be saying children of the sun. All right, the sun is like a god, an ancestral being. All right, for us, you feel me? Right? You can say in a way we worship it or pay mass respects to it, because without the sun, there would be no life. Understand that the sun and the planet herself is an ancestor, our ancestor, right? That is literally waiting on standby to be used, like to literally, like, nigga, we here for y'all. Like, come use us. Like, come put your fucking feet in the grass and stand out in the sun. Is very simple. You feel me? That's all you got to do, right? Because with the sun, like I said, technology, especially if you sun gazing, this shit is going directly to your pineal gland, right? And directly throughout your whole body, all this information, this DNA that's stalled, these cells that have been damaged, right? When you in this fucking grass and you in the sun, these things are regenerating, right? And they're coming back online, whether the doctors want to tell you or not, right? I know they be telling, I done heard them tell a lot of people this, you feel me? Go sit in the sun. If they don't know what's wrong with a motherfucker or a motherfucker sick, I said they're gonna tell your ass to go sit in that sun. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's free. Like, sitting in the sun and grass is free. Your mental health getting better, your physical health is getting better. Like, there's no reason that you shouldn't be out here. Neuromelanated beings, we can directly connect it to it, and the sun is literally pushing more energy to us, okay, to further awaken us. The more of us that awaken, the more that sun gonna awaken. That's when we gonna get to that so-called great solar flash.
Now, I showed his video specifically to let you all see that even the people that look like me from the hood are waking up. Okay, I just want y'all to pay attention, all right? Even the people from the hood are waking up, honey. Make it all make sense, all right? And so he's absolutely right about everything he said. So with that all being said, make sure you go out and bask in the sun. Get your energy up. All right, raise your vibrations. All right, be kissed by the sun. Desmond says, I was grounding myself the other day. Absolutely, I was too. Okay. December White says, I refer to my male children as my sons, SUNs, because they shine so bright. Now it's because of the obvious. Absolutely, I refer to mine as that as well, beloved. Okay, so Sandeep said from the hood. Let's go. Absolutely. Okay, so with that all being said, I'm going to conclude this broadcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Okay, everyone, please like and share this video. Also, I will be uploading something briefly for the members. I'll be uploading something for you later today. I have a radio interview at 6 o'clock this evening, but I'm going to try to upload something for you before that. Okay? And so with that all been said, everyone enjoy the rest of this evening. Each one teach one, or the rest of this afternoon. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
you.